Do you love him, Rox? What did you just do, huh? She acts like she don't like him, but she does like him. He just gets on her nerves sometimes because he's a crazy little baby. What did you do, Rox? Want to tell everybody what you did? I had given them each half of a chicken nugget that I had, and she was in here. He was in the living room on the on the couch, on the fox couch, and gave him his. He was eating his. I came and gave Roxy hers, and she starts calling for him to come take the chicken nugget, and gave it to him. That's what you. I was trying to wake them up so that they would play, but they wanted to go to sleep. So even though it's like only 7:30, I'm gonna have to take this opportunity to get some sleep myself, because that thing, Beaky, was a monster last night. And then Roxy and Willie was begging to go outside, and I said, I'm not gonna sit out there with you. I'm tired, right? I told you that. I said, but you can get in the kennel. And she said, okay. But that was like 3 or 4 in the morning ish, so yeah. But I feel like she likes him a lot more than she's willing to admit. So you feed that baby, Rags? You feed that baby, you play with that baby, you sleep with the baby. So nice. So nice. You're not over the top like Relic is. That's why he likes you more. He's obsessed with her. And Relic is obsessed with him. So I'm like, you guys are just going to have to share. Rafiki, you're just going to have 2 girls. Yeah. So I also thought about, as far as what I wanted to say and make a video. And first of all, it's hard. But I wanted to address it and put it out there. So as most of you already know, because most of you following me also follow Save a Fox, Michaela took her life over the weekend, and that's when I was out of town, and I had Rafiki with me, and I just I didn't know what to say, and at this point I still don't, because it came as a shock to me. I know that she had always struggled, but I just wasn't expecting that. And it's kind of a reminder for all of us to slow down and pay attention to your friends and take the time to do something now, and don't wait. Don't think that there's always tomorrow, because there isn't. I feel really blessed to have Fiki. He was her favorite one. I didn't think that I was going to be able to pick one from the litter. I just thought, I'm getting whatever male that somebody doesn't want, because that's usually how it goes. It's like, this is your fox, Kristen. And I get what foxes that people don't want. I don't get to choose. And when I finally made it to Save a Fox South, but finally, I mean, I drove there and I actually got stuck at the turn, like the plaza. There's a plaza like at the turnpike or whatever. I locked my keys in my car and it took like 3 hours for somebody to come and get me from the insurance to unlock the car. Anyways, well, we finally made it. She told me that I could pick from the boys, and I was looking at all of them, and I was like, they're sleeping. It's hard to know their personalities, I told her. And something about Rafiki just stuck out to me. And I was like, it was between him and another male. And I was like, these are the two I'm thinking of. And then I was like, just out of curiosity, do you have a favorite? And she said, yeah, this little one with the white feet. And I asked her why. And she said because he responds when she calls him. And he does. He responds so well. He's so good. And I feel blessed to have this almost like little piece of her. For those who don't know, Fox Friends Sanctuary was started in 2017, not long after Save a Fox in 2016. And I started iFox Rescue because of a good friend of mine. Her name was Max. She ran a sanctuary in Georgia called A New Hope. And, well, to keep the story short, she took her life. And I held on to a lot of guilt from that. And I wasn't licensed at the time. I just had Riot, and I had watched all of Max's Foxes prior to her even becoming, or having the facility there in Georgia. And unfortunately, I couldn't take any of the animals myself because I didn't have a place yet. I didn't have anything set up. But I knew I had to get that done soon. I found out where the foxes went to, and that was at a facility in North Carolina called Animal Adventures. The lady who runs it is wonderful, and she was so nice and let me come out and visit with all of Max's foxes. Not long after that, she reached out to me and said that Nirvana wasn't doing well, just because she's a public facility, and Nirvana was a fur farm rescue fox. And guess who pulled Nirvana for Max before Save a Fox? It was Michaela. And so that's what kind of got me shifting into high gear, and I was like, I gotta get this rescue up and running because these foxes need me. And I sat in a Panera for like 3 hours figuring out how am I gonna do this and what does it take. And eventually, I applied and I got all of my, appropriate licenses, and then Fox Friends Sanctuary was born. I ended up taking in both Roca and Nirvana, which is from A New Hope. My friend Max's Sanctuary. I don't know how many people are familiar with that, because this is like 2015. 2015, 2016, and then, gosh, my brain is just so scrambled, because it's just like, the fact that this happened again, and there's no words for it, and it's just upsetting that knowing that people online and even people she knew have pushed her to that breaking point. I can't even imagine how her family must feel right now. But yeah, I did watch the video from Ethan and made an official small statement, because I don't want to take away from Save a Fox right now. I've seen he has raised well over, I think it was last time I seen it at, he had about $140,000 raised for Save a Fox. So that's wonderful because that means all those foxes are going to be set up wonderfully. And Michaela's dreams are coming true, and I'm happy for that. I'm really happy for that. And I wish we could do more. But at this time, it's hard for us. I'm just happy to have Fiki, and I'm happy to have the foxes that I have. The ones that I have from Michaela are Rafiki and Rogue. Rogue is my little bobtailed white fox. I'm sorry, I'm like losing my voice at this point. And I'm sorry if my story is jumbled. I've just been it feels like nothing's real right now. And I want to take a moment and just let everyone know we are doing the best we can, and we have a great group of Fox Sister Sanctuaries throughout the United States behind us. If you ever are struggling, reach out to me or someone, anyone. I'm here. And I'll listen even if I don't know you. Because you're important. And you matter. Just like these foxes. People thought they weren't important. Just fur to make into clothing. But every single one of them are important to me. You getting aggravated at when the camera in your face, maybe? Goodness. They're so good. I'm so blessed to have such good foxes. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and just give a little update about Figgy and how things are going, and just to say a heartfelt condolences